Hi, everyone. I have to start by saying I sound 30% froggier than I usually do, so please bear with my fading voice here. So I'm Rebecca. I'm the founder and CEO of Glacier. And I want to take you on a little history tour. A couple centuries ago, we made almost everything by hand. But today, modern manufacturing has achieved unimaginable heights. For example, we're producing billions of plastic bottles every single day, and each one is identical to the last. It's incredible. But all of this production comes at a cost. We make a huge amount of trash. But I encourage all of us in this room today to think of our trash not as a cost, but as an opportunity to advance the frontiers of manufacturing. Because by mining that trash, we're fundamentally getting our hands on more raw materials that we can feed back into our supply chains. This might sound familiar to you. It's called recycling. But as manufacturing innovation has rapidly advanced over the years, recycling innovation has languished. For example, when you walk into any recycling facility around the planet, you're probably going to see something like this. The vast majority of the world's recycling is still processed, sorted, and recovered manually. This is an unacceptable end state for any society that is serious about resource scarcity, carbon emissions, and workforce development. This is why I founded my company, Glacier. We want to put the same amount of innovation normally reserved for getting a bottle into your hand into figuring out what to do with it once it leaves your hand. Here's how our technology works. First, we've built proprietary AI models that can be powered through these vision systems that we install in recycling facilities, and they can detect at the item level in real time what is or isn't being properly recycled. We can aggregate that into novel insights about the composition and the evolution of our packaging stream. And next, that data can actually be used to then power our recycling robot, which sits downstream and can capture all of these valuable materials and automatically sort them into the right location. For example, this robot is currently going after bottles, cans, and cartons that would have otherwise ended up in the landfill. For our first 100+ project, Glacier partnered with Coca-Cola and AB InBev to really quantify what's possible with our AI and our robot. We implemented a project specifically at a recycling facility in Detroit, Michigan, and we targeted PET bottles and aluminum cans that would have otherwise gone to the landfill. In fact, that video you just saw was of that exact unit targeting this type of material. And this is a really important thing to do because in order to achieve the circularity goals of all of the brands in this room, there are some pretty fundamental questions that still need to get answered, like where is even the biggest opportunity to recover more materials, and how do we quantify that? And then once you figure that out, how do you actually get in there and physically recover those materials? This is what Glacier's technology can perfectly help solve. And the results are very clear. Just in 1 month in September, with this one Glacier robot, we actually recovered almost 600,000 bottles and cans that would have gone to landfill. That's 20,000 pounds of raw material that ended up back in our circular supply chains. This is worth about $11,000 to our recycling facility partner, netting out in a 10-month payback period of this Glacier robot. Now imagine what we could do if we installed hundreds of these or even thousands of these units and we use them for many, many years to come. This is the level of scale that everyone in this room is excited about. Our second project was with Colgate-Palmolive, where we pushed the boundaries of AI by building a first-of-a-kind AI model to detect toothpaste and non-toothpaste tubes in recycling facilities. This helps Colgate and its peer tube manufacturing companies validate and demonstrate at scale the recyclability of their innovative, novel monomaterial toothpaste tube. And in the past year, with a recycling facility partner in New Jersey, we were able to validate some pretty incredible results around tube recycling. For example, we saw a 198% year-over-year increase in the number of tubes detected coming through the facility, which was a heavy correlation with all of the activation and engagement campaigns that this recycler did with their local community around tube recycling. We were actually fortunate enough to present the results of our work with Colgate at the Packaging Recycling Summit last month in LA. And we're now expanding this project to a second site in California. And now, for the first time ever, I'm very excited to share with this 100+ community in the room the next frontier for Glacier's AI, which is brand-level AI detection. So now, not only can we tell you that something's a PET bottle, but that it's a Coke PET bottle, or a Colgate tube, or a Bud Light can. This is the type of innovation that is fostered and sparked by the collaborations in the 100+ ecosystem, and we're so excited to move this forward with our brand partners. The world is taking note. We work with the biggest brands and recyclers and media outlets around the world to get the story out there about how Glacier is helping to build circular manufacturing. And to those of you in the room wondering how to work with us, come talk to me. We're incredibly still just in the first inning of this massive transition to circular manufacturing, and Glacier is excited to be building all the tools that can enable each of you to hit your circularity goals. And for the investors in the audience, Glacier is also raising our next round of capital. Come help us build the future of circular manufacturing. Thank you.